Yeah, I just read that in the comments there, where a contributor said the Reverend Father has been released, the video you're watching now. So if that is the case, that is a good news, okay? He is a lucky one in that regard, okay? However, other thing there that should be, that is worthy of mention is that while American police will do everything to protect, American special forces will do everything to protect Americans outside America, Nigerian security forces are more kind of potent and strong in attacking their own people, just like we have seen in Rivers State, Obigbo, where the soldiers have been killing and then shooting at armless civilians simply because the governor of the state ordered for a deployment of military to his own to his own state, and then dispatched them to about 3 local governments where he believed that the Igbos are domiciled, and therefore he does not want to hear anything about IPOB at all. So that is what they use Nigerian forces for. Another thing that we're going to pick on later tonight or after this is the ongoing Lagos judicial panel on police brutality. They have been going about to unravel things that took place, especially at Lekki. Meanwhile, there have been stories where people who have been victims of police brutality have been showing up, sharing their glory stories, putting forward their court judgments that the police have ignored, despite them taking up legal actions on their abuses by the police. Okay, however, they found few things and they decided to go and check on the Lekki toll gates as well. And I think that was yesterday, not today. So when they were there, they found some bullet, I don't know if that's the right word, the shells of, they fired live round of ammunition that they shot at protesters. They have finally found that many people really died. So they decided to visit the mortuary, the military hospital, the mortuary in the military hospital in that area as well. But when they first got there, okay, the military, being military, okay, they decided to treat them this way. And this was bad.
Don't let us get everybody here. What is wrong with you?
They're beginning to get very aggressive. Okay, that's the officer by the name of Mr. Haruna. He's saying that if we don't leave, we're going to get very... You don't hear it. Okay.
Let's go outside.
Hello?
Bounced out.
We are members of the panel of inquiry set up from the directive of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and confirmed by the National Executive Council, directing governors to set up judicial panels of inquiry in respect of the NSAS protests. We have inspected the toll gates earlier today, and part of our assignment...
Sorry, please.
Yes.
To cut you short, can you see any black and white so that I can tender it for my director?
That we are members of the panel.
Yes. Black and white. Black and white.
I am patient.
So that was after they left Lekki toll gates. Meanwhile, at the Lekki toll gates, something that you should see, which is also on record, I'm going to share that with you. It is this bullet.
I'll get a bag for you. I've done that.
Is that no one catch you?
A bag.
Voila for you waking. For soldier waking you.
We have What do we handle? Hello, sir.
So, but after few, back and forth sort of explanation and all that, they finally let them into the mortuary, but there was a drama. So when they denied them in, they said they wanted the proof that they allowed them, they have the right to be there at the military hospital. Then at the end of the day, when they got in, they said, well, the hospital is under renovation, and therefore there is no body in the morgue. So then the rumor came that the military have decided to move all the bodies from their morgue, decided to quickly put up an emergency renovation as a cover-up, so that when you get in and there's nothing working, you can always know that there's nothing there. So they were told as well that, I think they said that it's in Yaba, that they should go to the military morgue or something in Yaba also. However, they didn't find anything in the military hospital. But again, I have this video I want to share with you, which was also taken in the military hospital.
Here we go. You can see this is the hospital. This is supposed to be the land under construction. Huh? We are going to practice. Go in front and this everything. Better go there.
So they found nothing in the military hospital, but the investigation continues. So DT, who recorded all the videos that I'm sharing there, also gave a bit of a cover of the toll gates during the visit. Now, what you just saw there is the top of the toll gate, the Lekki Admin Circle. Okay, the top of it. Now, when you see that, I'm going to show you again that video. I should have explained it to you before I shared it, right? So you see those first two towers that you saw, that those two masts, they have their own CCTV camera that works on them as well. Meanwhile, at that top, the places that looks like offices, the back of offices and all that, there are also CCTV cameras there that are stationed and placed there to capture certain movements on the main road there too. So those are the things they are now asking for, that the Lagos State government must provide the CCTV footage of what transpired that night. And everyone is requesting for that now. The judicial panel is also requesting for that. Let me show you that video again. This is the top of the toll gates, okay? Pay attention to the spot the camera is speaking. I mean the video. Pay attention to those numbers of CCTV cameras, the security cameras there, okay? Again, watch it. I hope you got that the second time, and if not, for those who probably are very much conversant with the area, they are likely going to know this. Meanwhile, while the judicial panel and the team, the full team, while they were on that tour to Lekki toll gate, there's this our brother comedian, the usual paper, what's it called again? They are called the cash TVist. Cash TVist. Says it's an NGO, and their NGO want the judicial panel to invite all the celebrities, all the Nigerian celebrities who amplified the NSAS protest based on the the reports that Nigerians or protesters are being killed at Lekki toll gate. That now that they found no dead bodies, because some people are still saying no dead bodies, okay? But as you are watching this now, at least we've confirmed that 15 people killed at Lekki toll gate. What they are doing most now is that they are asking their family members, because so many people don't know they've lost their children in this shooting that night, and I will explain it to you. There are so many people in Lagos State whose parents are not in Lagos State. There are those who are in Lagos State whose parents are not living at the area of Lekki. Meanwhile, for those people, to their parents, they are likely just, they've not heard from them in a while before they will declare them wanted. The bodies that were taken away that night by the soldiers, by the Nigerian military, is what is now focal point of this investigation now. Because yes, the military shot at the protesters, the military killed people that night, and they took their bodies away that same night after they turned off the light, the street light at the protest ground. Okay, so these are now being looked into. There are so many families who don't know that they've lost their son or their daughter, which they never knew was actually at Lekki that day. And more stories are popping up. A young man was buried today. He was shot and killed during that night. But nobody knew who were his family until just about 4 days ago. And that is just about 7 days after that happened. So you can tell if those names are not together yet. So this, our sophisticated moron, obedient fool and humble slave cash TVist, I'm going to let him tell you his name, decided to put a petition that all of the social media influencers, the artists, musicians, and everyone who supported NSAS protest must be invited to the panel to come and, I'll let you listen to him. Listen. But he didn't know. He didn't know that probably the media would ask him questions. So probably he didn't prepare for it. Okay. After this, there is a bombshell, and I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth before I say my mind on it, okay? But listen to our Mumumadu protestant.
Question for you is, if over the last 1 week,
sorry,
taken by the federal government and Lagos State government to accede to the 5 demands of the protesters. However, we've seen that fake news and unverified news have done us more harm than good, which was largely responsible for the large carnage and destruction of the past few days. You can see in Nigeria, especially in Lagos State. It is our duty. We think it is necessary for us to call the attention of the panel to invite those who claimed, who posted on social media and every platforms, to come and ascertain their claims.
Bros didn't know that they were asking questions. To come and ascertain their claims. What claim? This is the question the journalist asked him. And I think that was where the guy realized that, well, I don't fuck up, Sha. I didn't prepare for this. I didn't come with the full script. Watch.
The question for you is, if over the last 1 week, everything the government said was true has turned out to be false by their own admission, why do you think the public should be believing the government rather than the people who said this is what happened?
And why, to answer his question, and why is the military or this handles, this government, why are they not part of your petition? Because you have a list of names.
Like I said, this is a non-governmental organization. Now, talking about...
Why are you so concerned about this case?
Because we are Nigerians. The lives of every Nigerian matters to us. It's important to us. We need to speak out for them. Right? I'm not holding brief for the government or the Nigerian soldiers. But I am here, I'm sure the government must have used the social media platform to have escalated their news. The military would have used the same. But our own issue is we need to call all those that have made claims and counter claims.
But the government has made the most false claims.
They counter claims to come and substantiate. The government is inclusive to come and substantiate their claims.
That the government is part of this petition?
Yes.
Are you also confirming that the government made false claims?
That's the point for Politico.
That's for Politico.
Well, you just mentioned different names that made false claims. So why are you saying that the government is not you can't confirm whether the government is a part of the petition or have made false claims or not? You made mentions of names. There are a lot of false claims
on social media.
Yes.
The government made claims on social media which it later refuted on social media. So did the government make false claims?
Obviously.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry, one last question before you go.
No, it's not good. It's not going to answer any more questions. Forget it. The guy is like, oh boy, they don't give me this crypto. Which one is true, Sha? The military said the people who shot protesters in Lagos, they are not military because they didn't send anybody there. The governor came out and said nobody died. Few hours later, few moments later, the governor came back and said, well, someone died, later died. Then he came back again and said, well, we have found that 2 people died. But it is the military that shot them. The military were like, this guy, they mad. We said we know they there. We don't understand what he's talking about. Sanwo-Olu went on CNN and turned to a witch. You know, when a witch wants to confess and you are in front of your confessor, you're just going to be like, Nami Duam. Yes, Nami Duam. Who ordered you to Duam? We didn't say they should kill. We just thought they are going to send people away. Now we do them. Now me ask the military, make them come. And I come put coffee. I announce a coffee so that the people will go and they don't go. But military can't enter there early enough and they started shooting. We didn't tell them to shoot. We didn't tell them. We just told them to tell people to go. Yes, but now we do them. Now we do them. Who be you? Who gave the order? No, I requested. So they come. Have you seen the video? Where Sanwo-Olu, they confess like a witch. A witch will meet Pastor TB Joshua with Pankere. You know, say then champion 1, 2, 3. You will just like, Baba, I be witch. If you won't kill me, kill me. If I want them, I'll die. This Pankere, this beating. I be witch, yes. Now you chop that pikin for inside a mama belle. Now me chop them. We use them for dinner. Now you come out the eyes of Baba. This is now we use them to do. You know, you could confess. That was how Sanwo-Olu was confessing on CNN. Wait till they do this, Sanwo-Olu. The military just came back again and say, yes, it's true that we were there. But what happened is that it was Sanwo-Olu who asked us to come. They say, but Sanwo-Olu, now you talk to me then. But these guys deny, say they go there now. They no go. They talk say they no dey there. No be military. Nobody died. How come everybody call the confess? That is fake news. So government, they lie. Government confess. But a Nigerian, a Mumumadu, a Bele lecturer, a Mumu lecturer, a possible Buhari Dane or Buhari Titering. You know what I mean now? a possible obedient fool, an unboot slave, or a sophisticated moron. He may actually just be one of those social media bandits or Facebook adsmen. He decided to say they have an organization. Our organization speak for Nigeria. They can't ask the Mumu question. How come you know put government inside your fake news sharers? Government don't lie twice, 3 times, 4 times. Why you not put the government inside the fake news petition? I don't hold brief for God. I say, okay, come, let me ask you another question. Baba just japa. Say, oh boy, this one no part of the script. Oh. The money where you pay. You know, tell me, see all these mad people will be asking me mad questions. He ran away. That is how cheap some of these Nigerians you see on social media, that's how cheap they are. Their education is a waste. They are not productive to themselves. They are not productive to their family. They're not productive to their community. They're not productive to their country. They are parasites they are as parasitic as their own criminal leaders who are also jobless. Nigerian politicians have no other job. They are scroungers. They are scavengers. They are rent seekers. They are pickpockets. They are a bunch of lazy, never do well, who never really create wealth, but to plunder it. So when you see all the youths, all the young people who see them as leaders, they are also parasitic. Those are the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the baba sokwes, the all-risers, the obedient fools. They are on social media. They are educated. You see them. I have 2.1 in my graduation. I have 1.1. I got all those nonsense. And last, now MC Oluomo they do PA for. Now Koko Saria they do press spokesman for. Thugs, touts, and all those criminals that can pay their bill, feed them because they eat from hand to mouth. Look at him. He came out. He said he had an organization. He wants people to come and defend fake news. The government is trying to work for is a sharer of fake news since all this started. Do you see that? Make I give you this other clown we don't confess too. A clown we confess and said he's sorry. I don't want to make you feel bad tonight, guys. But it is Desmond idiot. He finally reacted to our reaction, to his own reaction, which triggered our own reaction. Our own reaction now can't trigger his own apology. Last, it's trying to make sense, even though it no get sense. Nami told you when he messed up. Now I should tell you when he's apologizing. Some of you have seen it. Well, I had a day off yesterday, so I wasn't here to show you. This is what Desmond idiot said after calling Nigerian youth children and saying that they are thugs and touts who are jobless in a way. Listen to the clown. He came down. He said the emotion took over him. My emotion, just like Femi Fani Kayode, all of us get small views. When people they pay me 500,000 naira, 500,000 no, I get paid double that in a month here. So if someone is paying me 10 million naira in Nigeria, and is also paying me 10% of that 10 million naira as my hardship allowance, Baba, even if I get short fuse, I will rent extra, manage them, because the same way they feed you, you know, feed they do or got to people where they feed you if you get sense. Desmond no get sense until we reminded him. And this is what he has to say. Listen.
I am pro-NSAS. I am completely with the youth. Completely, totally with the youth. One of the reasons I decided to come into politics in the first place was because I fought for the fact that this country needed change. And when the youth woke up, I agreed, I was with them. Now, like I said, because of the situation that's happened, and going that Monday morning and seeing and listening to what was going around, on my way to work, I was saying, okay, I just think maybe we should cut down and re-strategize. Because the truth is, we've done the protest, the youth did the protest, and we had gotten to the point where we needed to now, okay, share the love for the memories of those we've lost during this whole process. I felt we needed to now talk about love.
Okay.
And we needed to now start talking about how we can get
and get it right moving forward.
In the youth movement.
All right. A youth movement, that's why I was surprised when we saw that video, you calling for some sort of regulation of social media, because I remember in 2015, you had said that social media was instrumental to you winning your election. But let's talk about, you know, from that video as well, there was something you said where you said the Nigerian youth should not be thinking about protest, but instead we should think about using our PVCs. Are you saying that we don't have the rights to protest, and do we have to wait for an election to kick against bad governance in Nigeria? Even though the youths were not calling for a change of governance, but they were just airing out their grievances.
No, okay, so firstly, I didn't say they shouldn't protest. No, I didn't say that. That was not what I said. I said the narrative for the hatred. In other words, because I was emotional, and that's the truth. I blame it on emotions, which I think I should have actually come down to I should have made it a lot better in explaining what I meant.